Hey there everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and today I'm going to guide you through a full 1 hour Hatha yoga practice. This is suitable for all levels and you don't need any props. We're going to go ahead and get started at the top of the mat in Tadasana. And so just make your way there when you're ready. For Tadasana, your feet are hip-width distance apart, or maybe the arches of the feet are touching, toes pointing straight forward. A soft bend of the knees, but we're lifting through the kneecaps. Imagine you have headlights on the front of your hip bones, pointing forward and slightly up. Your heart space is lifting, and then roll your shoulders down and back. Lengthen your tailbone down. You might close your eyes here if you feel comfortable with that, and let's just take a few cleansing breaths to arrive. And so letting go of anything that happened before this moment. Letting go of any expectations of what the practice will bring. And letting go of any plans that you had for after your practice, just really letting this time that you have on your mat stand alone. Showing up with the intention to be present while you're here. As you're ready, palms come together in front of the heart space, Anjali Mudra, and we'll open our practice with one chant of Om. Wherever you are with your breath, take a breath in. Exhale to chant Om. And just taking a moment to be with the reverberation. And then release your arms, release your hands. We'll take a few neck circles. Start by letting your right ear rock over your right shoulder. Roll your head down through center, chin towards your chest, and then roll your head towards the left shoulder. And if it feels okay with your neck, you can roll your head back, but I want you to think about lifting your chin towards the sky as you do this, and then finishing off the circle by bringing the right ear over the right shoulder again. So if taking the head back caused any pain in your neck, then you're just going to go forward and back in the forward motion, not taking the head all the way back. But if you are okay with letting your head go back, we're just going to resume these neck circles. Again, just being really mindful of the sensation in your neck as you bring your head back and around. Let's do one more in this direction. Next time your chin is down towards your chest, we're just going to reverse the direction. Right ear over right shoulder, taking it back to the left, and then back down through center. Two more this way. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed away from your neck. No tension in your jaw. Last big circle here. And then when your head is back down through center, you're going to slowly roll up from the base of your neck. Chin is about parallel to your mat, head over heart, heart over hips. Tadasana again. And then let's warm up the body with a few rounds of Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach your arms up, upward salute, get tall through the fingertips. And then exhale, soften your knees, hinge at your hips, and forward fold. First forward fold of the day, so perhaps you have a slight bend of the knees or a deep bend of the knees. Next inhale, flat back. Maybe your hands come to your shins. Figure 7 with your body. Exhale, plant your hands, step one foot back at a time into your plank pose. Take a breath in here. Exhale, shift forward. You have the option to lower your knees, bend the elbows, and lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your head and your heart. Use your back muscles, not crunching in the back of the neck. Exhale, lower. 2 more like that. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to press through the hands, roll up into your table, tuck the toes, and then send your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 good breaths here. So try to even out your inhales and your exhales. Breathing freely, I'll keep count. 1, reach through your arms. 2, spread the shoulder blades apart. 3, reaching up through your sits bones, lift up through low abdomen. 4, reaching through your heels. It's okay if your knees are bent. And 5, finishing your exhale. On your next inhale, look towards your hands and step up to the top of the mat into your half lift. Flat back, figure 7 with the body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through your feet, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take 1 breath in between, just check in with how you feel. And then we'll start to move just a little bit more swiftly, picking up the pace a bit. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold, taking this breath to movement. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank pose and lower to the belly. On this one, 1 baby cobra or 1 upward dog, straightening your arms, pressing into the tops of your feet, lifting your thighs. Exhale, press into the tops of the feet, lift the hips, step over the toes, downward dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward, step into half lift at the top of the mat. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Another pause. One more Sun Salutation A. Next inhale, arms go up, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. Next, inhale, look towards your hands, step up, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, press it to your feet, rise up, up salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. One good breath here. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to take 2 rounds of classical sun salutations. So we're going to be adding some lunges. On your next inhale, reach your arms up, upward salute, little back bend, press the hips forward, lift the chest up and lean back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fingertips to the mat, step your right foot back, lower the right knee down. Inhale, arms go forward and up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down to frame that front foot. You can step your left knee back or you can tuck the toes and have the knees lifted. Exhale, shift forward and lower onto the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Next, inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, lower that left knee. Inhale, arms come up, Anjaneyasana on the right side. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, tuck the left toes, lift the back knee, and step up into your half lift. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One good breath here to catch the energy. Starting to really feel the warmth building, feeling your body waking up. Next, inhale another round. Inhale, up salute. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fingertips down. This time, step your left foot back and lower that left knee down. Inhale, both arms come up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands come down, step the right knee back. You can come into a high plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Next breath in, stepping the left foot forward, lower the right knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the right toes, lift that back knee, step it up into your half lift. Big breath in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up. Exhale, hands into your heart. Feeling the energy moving, your prana, your life force. And we'll move into some standing postures to really fire up the legs. Make sure your feet are hip-width distance apart, toes shining forward. On your next inhale, reach your arms up, upward salute. Exhale, soften your knees, hinge at your hips, and come into another forward bend. I want you to prioritize the length in your spine. So if you're hovering really far away from the mat, that's totally okay. But you want to put a deep bend into your knees. You want to lift up through the sits bones so that your low belly and your ribs can rest in contact with the tops of your thighs. From there, I want you to grab a hold of anything that's accessible to you. It could be your ankles or your shins. For some people, it might be the peace fingers around the big toes. And then from here, you're going to think about lifting halfway. So we're not going to straighten the legs if that means that the spine gets all rounded like this. You're going to keep the knees bent, but you're going to think of lengthening your heart forward, lifting your head, breath in. Exhale, pull your elbows out to the sides as you pull yourself towards your feet and your gaze goes between your legs. Padangusthasana. We're going to take 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, inhale, lift halfway. Flatten out your back. Again, don't round through the spine as best as you can. You have the option to do that same pose again for 5 breaths, or you can move to Padahastasana. Your hands are underneath the soles of your feet. Your toes are touching just about the crease of your wrists. And then you're pressing the heels away from each other. You're lifting up through the sits bones. Inhale again, think about lengthening your spine. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides. Let your head get heavy, looking between the legs. 5 breaths. 1. Remember, if you are not doing Padahastasana, you're doing the same pose again. Another breath in. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, take your hands off of your body or out from underneath your feet. Inhale, press into your feet, reach your arms up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center, pause. Notice how your back and your legs feel. From here, send the weight into your left leg momentarily so that you can take a big step back with your right foot, parallel your feet, turning to face the right edge of your mat. Lift up through the inner arches of the feet, lift up through your inner thighs. Heart is lifting. Think Tadasana here, even though the feet are wide. Let's move into Warrior 2. Take your left toes towards the front of the mat. Inside edge of your left foot is parallel to the longer edge of your mat. Everything in the front of your body is going to stay facing towards the right. You're just going to put a bend into that left knee. Reach the arms out into a T-shaped shoulder height. Look over your left fingertips. Warrior 2. 5 breaths here. Again, free breathing. I will keep count. Make sure that you're not leaning too much forward. Try to pull the shoulders right over the hips. Just a couple more breaths here. From here, keep a deep bend in this left knee. We're going to take it back. Peaceful warrior. Right hand to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm goes up and back. Exhale, take this length that you created in your left side forward. Bring that left elbow down onto that left thigh. Reach the right arm alongside your right ear. Extended side angle. Feel a line of energy from your right foot to the right fingertips. Maybe your gaze goes up towards the ceiling, maybe even towards that right hand. Keep lunging into your left knee. 2 more breaths. Inhale, reverse your warrior, lean back, left arm goes up and back. And then exhale, straighten that left leg, take the arms back out into the T shape, preparing for Trikonasana triangle pose. You might want to heel toe your right foot in just a little bit, shortening your stance. And then you're going to let your left hip kick down, so your pelvis is at an angle here towards the left. And then you're going to reach the left arm forward, keep the length in the left side body. You can either bring your left hand to your left shin, your ankle, or maybe grab the big toe with the left peace fingers, and then reach your right arm straight up, look up towards that right thumb if that's okay with your neck. Other options are to look down or look straight ahead. 3 more breaths. And 3. Inhale, imagine someone's pulling on your right wrist. They're going to help you come all the way back up. Parallel your feet, just like how we started. And then hands to the waistline. If you had walked that right foot in for Trikonasana, widen your stance to where it feels appropriate for you. We're preparing for Prasarita Padottanasana. Use an inhale to lift up through your heart. Exhale, keep that length, send the hips back, send the heart forward, and then lower yourself all the way down. Once you meet about that 90-degree point, you can have your hands on the floor to support you. Hands are either right underneath your shoulders, head is heavy, or you can take your hands back in line with your feet, elbows bent, and squeezing in towards each other, so not moving out to the sides. Shoulders away from your neck. Take an inhale, straighten your arms, flatten your back. Exhale, and then pull yourself as deep as you want to. 5 breaths. Notice if a lot of your weight is going into your heels. See if you can lean some of that forward. Lift up through the pelvic floor and your low abdomen for support. Relax your jaw, let your neck relax. Next, inhale, lifting halfway, flat back. Exhale, press through the feet, come up, hands to your waistline into this wide-legged variation of Tadasana. Take one good breath cycle here. And then we're going to do all of those poses, but taking it to the right. So you can stay facing as you are. You're just going to take your right toes to point towards the shorter edge of your mat. And then keeping the shoulders over the hips, keeping everything in the front of the body facing towards the longer edge of your mat. And then bend into your right knee. Right knee is over the right ankle. Arms go out into a T shape. Look over your right fingertips this time. Warrior 2. 5 breaths. Great work. Inhale, flip the right palm, left hand to the left thigh, lean back, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Exhale into your extended side. Take that length forward, forward, forward. Right elbow rests on top of the right thigh. We're not clenching the fist. Soft fingers. Reach the left arm alongside your left ear into your extended side angle. Feeling that line of energy from your left foot to the left fingertips. Maybe you look that direction. 3 more breaths. Shoulders away from your neck. Great work. Inhale, reverse warrior again. Keep the bend in the right knee. Lean back. Exhale, straighten that right leg. Come back up. Prepare for Trikonasana. So you can kind of narrow your stance again if you want to. So I walked my front foot in this time just because I was getting a little too close to the front of the mat. You're going to let the right hip kick down. Reach the right arm forward. Keep everything facing towards the long edge of the mat. Right hand goes to the shin, the ankle, or maybe peace fingers grip that right big toe. Reach your left fingertips up. Look towards the left thumb if that's okay with your neck. 3 more breaths. Great work. Inhale, imagine someone's pulling on your left wrist. They're going to help you come all the way back up. Hands to the waistline, parallel your feet. Again, you can widen your stance a bit if you had narrowed it for Trikonasana. Use an inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, carry that length forward and down, and then this one, you can take it wherever you want to. Maybe you walk your hands behind the plane of your legs, and you gently pull yourself between the thighs, or you could peace finger grip your big toes here, pulling the elbows out, shoulders away from your neck. This is where I will be. Take 3 more breaths. Lifting up through the sits bones, lifting up through the low belly. Pulling yourself to your edge. One more breath in. Exhale. Next inhale, flatten out your back, lift halfway. Exhale, press into your feet, hands to your waistline, lift up with a flat back. From here, we're stepping back to the front of the mat. Turn the left toes forward, press off of the right foot to come all the way back up to standing. And let's take a little vinyasa to just rinse all of that off. Inhale, arms come up, upward salute. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take 3 breaths, take a rest here. Final breath in here. Inhale, look forward, and then start to step your feet towards the center of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet, and then inhale, press into your feet, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, we're going to work a little bit on some balancing postures. We're going to link them all together to make it a little bit more challenging. But remember, through all of these, if you fall out or if you need to put your foot down, the one that you're not standing on, you totally can. This is a practice. It's not a performance. So just work with these poses in the way that is appropriate for your body today. Starting with tree pose. Inhale, reach your arms out to the sides and up. Exhale, slide your hands down to heart center. One good breath, calm your mind. Take a moment to feel the floor under your feet. Find a drishti point, something that's not moving in front of you so that you're not tempted to send your gaze anywhere else. This is going to help you with your balance. And then send your weight into your left leg. Start to lift your right heel. You can work tree pose here, turning the toes out, turning the right knee out, and setting your right heel to the inside of your left leg. Or you can pick that right foot up, set it to the inside of your calf. Maybe you reach down with the right hand and set the foot to the inside of your left leg. Grounding through that left foot, left leg. Feel any little wobbles, that's okay. Maybe you take the arms up overhead, growing the branches of your tree. Take a couple more breaths. Now, you can let go of the right foot to the inside of that left leg, but pull the right knee in through center so it's pointing straight forward. Flex back through those right toes. From here, warrior 3, soft bend of the left knee as we kick the right foot back. The upper body is going to lean forward, so we're in a plane of alignment with the right heel and the crown of the head. Option to keep the arms forward. That's going to be a little bit challenging. Hands could also be at heart center. Arms could reach back. Or once again, you could have the big toe down on the mat behind you, and you're leaning the upper body forward just enough to start to feel that left quad switch on. We're keeping the body in the same plane of alignment of the leg, no matter if we're here or we're here. One more good breath when you're in warrior 2. warrior three. And then take the fingertips down to the mat. Let your head be heavy. Look past your left leg behind you. Reach up through the right leg. Lift from where the glute meets the thigh. One more breath. From here, left fingertips are going to stay down on the mat. I want you to start to open your right hip up. So you're stacking the right hip on top of the left. Ground through that left foot. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring the right hand to the right hip. Starting to lean the right shoulder back. Maybe you reach the right arm towards the sky for a little half moon. One more breath in. Exhale, the right hand comes down, square the hips, set your right foot down, and then let it all go. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through your feet, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Notice the difference between your left and right sides. And then let's go ahead and do that on the other side. So I'm going to turn to face the back of my mat just so I can stay facing you. You're welcome to remain as you are. One good breath, samastitihi. Equal standing in the feet, hands at heart center. With your hands at heart center, eyes are open, find your drishti point, something that's not moving in front of you for focus. Take the weight into your right leg, lift that left heel. Just like before, option to work tree pose here with the left toes down, turning the heel towards the inside of that right ankle. Left knee is pointing out. Or maybe the foot goes up to the calf. Or maybe you set the foot to the inside of your thigh. Option to grow the branches of your tree, reaching your arms up. One more good breath here. Exhale, transitioning to warrior three. Pull that left knee in through center, flex back through the left toes. Soft bend of the right knee. We're going to take that left leg back. Send the upper body forward. Create a capital T shape with your body unless you're keeping those left toes down and you're just leaning the upper body a little bit forward. Maybe those toes are lifted parallel to the mat with the upper body. A couple more breaths here. It's okay if you fall. It's okay if there's wobbles. Smile. Alrighty. Bring the fingertips down to the mat. Let your head get heavy. Look past your right leg. Lift from the place where the thigh meets the glute on the left leg. Two more breaths here. Last but not least, right fingertips down on the mat. Think about lifting halfway with your upper body. Open your left hip. Stack that left hip on top of the right. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring that left hand to your left hip, leaning the left shoulder back. Maybe the left arm reaches up. Practicing your half moon. This one's really challenging. It's like a trust fall with yourself. Give it another breath or so. Exhale, set that left foot down and forward fold. Let it all go. Next breath in, lift halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, press into your feet, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, slide your hands into home, into your heart space. Great work. We're going to turn to face the front of the mat again. Walk yourself to the front edge of your mat. One more flow. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soften your knees, hinge at your hips, forward bend. Notice the space you created in your body. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Give it a couple of breaths, let yourself rest. Next inhale, we're going to shift forward into our plank pose. Press the floor away from you. Always an option to lower the knees if you want to, if that feels better for your body. No matter where we are, we're lengthening through the crown of the head. We're scooping the tailbone down, lifting up through the low abdomen. Moving into our side plank, you can drop that left knee, turn the right toes out, and then lean onto your left side. Or you can keep that left knee lifted, coming to the outside edge of your left foot, inside edge of the right foot. Reaching the right arm up, gaze goes up. 3 breaths. Awesome. Right hand comes down. We're taking it to the other side. So again, option to bring that right knee down. Turn the left toes out. Reach the left arm up. Or lifting that right knee, outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of the left foot. Press the floor away from you. Lift your hips up. Gaze goes up if that's okay for you. Last couple of breaths here. Exhale, left hand comes down, shift forward, lower to the belly. Toes point back, slide your elbows underneath your shoulders into your Sphinx pose. Hallelujah. Pull the shoulders away from your neck. Pull your heart through your arms. Reaching back through your toes, reaching out through the crown of your head. One more inhale. And then exhale, fan the elbows out, stack your hands, rest your head down on the stacked hands, coming into this restorative crocodile. We'll practice a few breaths of locust pose, and then you can either practice locust pose again or you can practice bow. So you're going to reach your arms back for locust, palms facing in towards your body. You're going to think about that cobra pose in the upper body, so the neck is staying long. You're using your back muscles to inhale, lift your head and lift your chest away from the mat, navel drawing towards the spine. You can work here, maybe even having the hands underneath the shoulders for a little bit more support, or lift your legs away from the mat. The backs of the knees are straight, and so everything but the front of your pelvis and maybe your belly is pressing into the mat. Give this a couple more breaths. It's not an easy one. Focus here, keep breathing. Great work, one more breath in. Exhale, lower down, back to that restorative crocodile. Stack your hands, rest your head down. Now you have the option to go back to that locust pose, or you can practice bow. For locust, you're going to set up the same way you did before, arms reaching back, using the back muscles. For bow, you're going to bend the knees. See if you can grab the tops of the feet or the ankles with your hands. Keep squeezing your thighs towards each other, and then you're going to press your feet into your hands to lift your chest and your knees away from the mat. And again, we're going to do 3 breaths. So you're in bow or locust. Breath 1, breath 2, and breath 3. Exhale, let go of what you're holding on to. Stack the hands, rest your head down. Restorative crocodile, take a break. Really good work. From here, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press down into your hands to roll up into your tabletop position, hands and knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift your sits bones, lift your head. Exhale, round your spine, chin towards your chest, draw your navel up. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. 2 more. Inhale back into your neutral table, and then walk your hands up your thighs so that you're coming to kneeling onto your shins. Preparing for a little bit of camel practice. So for camel pose, really the most that you need to do is take your hands to the lower back, either fingers pointing up or down, whichever feels better for your wrists and your shoulders. Elbows squeezing in towards each other, shoulders away from the neck. And then hips are pressing forward and heart is lifting up. So this could very well be your stopping point today, and this is a great place to be. I like to tuck my toes under in this pose. You have the option to keep the tops of the feet flat on the mat. To take it a little bit further, you're going to keep pressing the hips forward, lifting the chest up, but then you might want to start leaning the upper body back a little bit for the deeper back bend. Maybe you lean so far back that you could reach your hands towards your heels. Maybe you lift your chin up towards the ceiling and back. 2 more breaths. To come out, you're going to take hands to the lower back. You're going to bring that chin back down through to the chest, and then you're going to bring yourself back to shoulders over the hips. From here, we're going to walk ourselves a little bit closer to the front of the mat. First option is to sit your hips back towards your heels and just take a little rest here. And so if this is too much for the knees, you might grab a block or a pillow and bring it underneath your sits bones. For this next posture, you're either going to move into a child's pose, widening the knees, reaching the arms forward and melting your heart towards the mat, or we're going to practice hero pose together. So you're going to take your heels to the outside of your hips and see if you can sit your hips between the heels. Again, if this is too much for the knees, leave it out. Go to child's pose. It's not worth it. If you're still here with me, you're going to lean back onto the hands, press into the tops of the feet, lift the hips, and tuck the tailbone under before setting the hips back down. And this might be your stopping point today, just resting into the arms. Or if you want to, you can start to lower down to your elbows. Or maybe even shoulder blades to the mat. And resting your head down on your mat as well, arms resting beside you. Starting to really cool things down. This is a deep stretch for the front of the thighs. We really worked this part of the body today, so I hope that it feels good if you're here with me. If you're in that child's pose, that's also so restorative for the body. It's not about which one is better or worse. It's really just about starting to turn the awareness more inward again, slow things down. We're trying to come to a state of rest. Last couple of breaths in this pose, whether you're in child's pose or hero. And if you're in hero with me, bring your hands to your heels. Bring your elbows right next to you. Dig the elbows into the mat to help yourself come up. Pressing into your hands to Come back to shoulders over the hips. If you're in child's pose, you're just going to walk your hands back in. And then from here, let's lift the hips off of the heels. Just swing the legs around to one side. Take the legs out in front of you. Prepare for Janu Sirsasana. So start with your legs extended, sits bones grounding into your mat. Put a deep bend in that right knee, and then take the right knee out to the side, right foot to the inside of your left leg, like tree pose. Flex back through the left toes. Allow for a bend of the left knee if that's necessary. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, carry that length forward. Hands can frame your left leg, making this more passive, or you can grab a hold of somewhere on your left leg or your left foot and gently pull yourself towards the leg. If you were in that hero pose with me, hopefully this feels really nice for the low back. We're getting a nice opening in the right hip, stretching out the low back and the left hamstring. One more breath cycle. We'll inhale, lift the head flat back. Exhale, walk your hands in towards you. Let's just take a little twist before we do that on the other side. Take your right foot to the mat, right knee pointing up towards the ceiling. Take your left elbow around that right knee, right fingertips behind you. Use an inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back. Maybe even look back behind you. There's also the option here to try taking the outside of your left bicep to the outside of the right leg. It's going to deepen things a little bit. On your next exhale, you're going to look forward and then release the twist, and then we're going to switch sides. Right leg goes long. Pull that left knee in, sole of the left foot to the inside of your right leg, knees pointing out to the side. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, lean forward. Take your hands to wherever on your body feels the best, and then forward fold. Either passive forward fold here, just letting gravity do the work, or maybe giving yourself a little bit of a tug. One more breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, walk your hands in. Bring that left foot to the sole of the mat, knee pointing towards the sky. Wrap your right arm around that left knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting on this side. Remember, you have the option to try the outside of the bicep to the outside of the left leg. Maybe you send your gaze back. One more breath in. Exhale, look forward, and then release forward, coming back to center. From here, bend both of your knees, and then we're going to lower all the way down to the back. If you have a clippy in your hair like I do, let's move it out of the way so that it's not a danger to us in the back of our head. And then take a couple of breaths to let your back settle. We're in our final little push here. We're going to have the heels coming in towards the glutes, feet hip-width distance apart, knees pointing towards the sky. Reach your arms down beside you. Your heels are just within reach of your fingertips, or maybe just outside of their reach. Walk the shoulders away from your neck. Tilt your tailbone down. Press into your arms and lift your chest towards your chin. On the next inhale, press your feet into the mat. Lift your hips up. Come into your bridge pose. Every inhale, you're lifting your chest towards your chin and your chin towards the sky. Exhales help you find more grounding through the soles of the feet, pressing into the feet while dragging the heels towards you simultaneously. Lots of activation through the glutes and through the hamstrings. Back muscles working hard. Opening in the front lines of the body. One more good breath here. Use your next exhale to slowly lower all the way down into constructive rest again. And then we're either going to do that one more time together, or you're going to move into your wheel practice if you have one. So if you practice wheel, we're going to be taking the hands next to the head. Fingers are pointing towards your shoulders, and you're squeezing your elbows in towards each other. You need a little bit of wrist flexion for this, so if you start to move in for it and it's not really working for you, go back to that bridge pose. We can work on it another time. On your next inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips first, and then press into your hands. Come onto the crown of the head. Maybe you stay right here, shoulders away from the neck. Maybe you press into the hands, lift the head away from the mat. If you're in this wheel pose with me, you're going to press your chest towards the back of your mat, so in the direction of your arms. 2 more good breaths. Remember, if you're in bridge, you're doing exactly what we did before. On your next exhale, if you're in wheel, tuck your chin towards your chest. Try to lower the back of your head and the back of your shoulders to the mat before rolling down all the way onto your spine. If you're in bridge pose, come on down with us. Take another rest here in this constructive rest. Our final little bit of playtime here is to either take your legs straight towards the ceiling, pointing through the toes, drawing the low abdomen down, scooping the tailbone towards the sky. A little waterfall pose, a little Viparita Karani. Getting the legs above the hips. Really good for circulation. Or you could play with some shoulder stand. And so the arms are down beside you, shoulders away from your neck. You're going to use an inhale to lift the feet up, and then bring your hands towards your lower back to support your hips. So sometimes the hands rest here just at the lower back. I want you to really reach up through the toes. Try to get the hips right over the shoulders. And then walk your hands down towards the back of your ribs. If you notice the feet are coming past the head, you're going to try to bring the feet right over the hips. 3 good breaths. If this is causing pain in your neck, come down, flat back, legs in the sky. Awesome work. From here, if you're in shoulder stand, you're going to take your toes beyond your head towards the hardwood floor or whatever floor you have. Hands can stay at the lower back, or you can interlace your fingers and straighten your arms. Option for happy baby if you're not in plow pose. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the back. Start to bend the knees. And then slowly slide your hips between the hands until your lower back and your feet come down to the mat naturally. Feel that release. One more little twist here before we move into Shavasana. Take the right leg long, bring that left knee in, left arm out beside you. Guide your left leg over to the right. Keep reaching your left shoulder towards the mat. Next inhale, return to center. Exhale, switch out your legs. Right leg in, left leg long. Right arm beside you, big breath in. Exhale, guide your right leg to the left, twist. One more breath in. Exhale, return to your back. If there's any other poses or wiggles that your body is asking for, take time for that now. Otherwise, start to set yourself up in your Shavasana of choice for today. You could do legs up the wall. If you have some props, you could prop up your Shavasana, something under your knees, under your head. Or you could simply just extend your legs and your arms long, like what I'm doing here. And we'll take a solid 5 minutes or so in Shavasana today because this is a full-length practice. It's important for us to let the nervous system completely settle, ending the stress cycle. But you'll hear my voice when it's time to come back into this space. Enjoy your Shavasana. Remaining just as you are, begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel the support beneath you. Sense the space around you. Notice the way that your breath is moving your body, and allow for the movement of your breath to inspire you to create your own movement, starting small, fingers and toes, moving into the wrists and the ankles eventually, maybe nodding your head. Don't forget your neck, don't forget the muscles in your face. You could yawn. Maybe you take a big full body stretch eventually. And then breathe out to let it all go. As you're ready, pull your knees in, roll yourself over to one side. Use your bottom arm like a pillow. Just give yourself a moment here. And only using the effort that's necessary, gently press your way up, coming back to a seat. No hurry. Let your eyes remain soft. Reconnect with your breath when you arrive. And just take a moment to reflect on your practice, acknowledge how it has impacted you. If you had an intention for practicing, reminding yourself of that intention now. And finally, connect to a sense of gratitude for this practice, for this time that you had on your mat, for everything that fell into place so that you could be here, and for yourself for choosing to show up. That's the hardest part, and you did that today. With gratitude in our hearts, palms together in front of the heart space, Anjali Mudra, and we'll close by taking one more chant of Om. Take a breath in when you're ready. Exhale to chant Om. Thank you all so much for being here today and for sharing your practice with me. Please let me know how this practice went for you in the comments down below. I know we did some kind of challenging and less common poses than what we usually do on my channel. So if you have any questions, also be sure to leave them in the comments. I'm happy to address any questions that you might have. And if you have any suggestions for future classes, please let me know as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do. I put out new classes every single Sunday, and I hope that we can practice together again very soon. Thank you. Namaste.